of course, from the very simple things. And the first one is, what is the Brexit? So Brexit, this is short version of the Britain to exit the European Union. This decision was made on 23rd of June of 2016. There was the referendum when in different words, this is the public vote, and people voted if they want to leave the European Union or they don't want to leave. So the leave side won by nearly 52% to 48%. What does it give to us, to the traders? It gives to us the understanding that the results was almost the same. Part of the people wanted to leave the European Union and part didn't want it. So it means that there are a lot of different negotiations was being for these 2 years, and the pound was very jumping, the pound was very active, and this was the high time for all the traders to make their profits. This is the moment when you can make a lot of funds, a lot of profits, and you can trade properly. So today we will be discussing a lot of different topics related with the Brexit and with the other things. And I believe that this will help you to understand the market a little bit better. This will help you to make the right decisions here. And I believe that you will see your account growing. After this webinar, just be sure to go to your financial advisor to ask them about the special offer. We will have the special offer to all our clients, to all our traders who participated in that webinar. This tool will definitely help you in your future tradings, and I believe that you will enjoy this offer. To continue our today's webinar about the Brexit. So first of all, we need to understand what was happened and what will be happening in the nearest future. So what was happened so far? First of all, the Brexit usually is calling as a divorce deal because it is very painful for both of the sides, from the UK and for the Europe as well. And this is known as a withdrawal agreement. So what does it give to us as a traders? First of all, we need to understand the key points and how it will be affected. So the key point is, first of all, how much money the UK will have to pay to the European Union in order to break the partnership. For you to understand, if the Great Britain decides to leave the European Union without any deal and just to get out of this union, it means that United Kingdom will be needed to pay 38 billion pounds. 38 billion. This is a huge amount to every country, and it means that in that case, of course, the Great British Pound will drop. This is not only the one key point. The next key point is that what will happen with the UK citizens living elsewhere in the in the European Union, and what will happen with the European Union citizens living in the UK. If the UK is going out of this union, it means that this is the borders right away. This is the passport controls, this is the custom unions, and so on. It means that there will be a lot of different, not only the problems, but it will be a lot of different things to be discussed and to be decided. And of course, this is all around the money and all around the politics and economy, not only with the UK, but with the all biggest European Union countries. So it means that not only Great British Pound will be affected, all the European Union will be affected, and all the big major currency pairs will be affected as well. So right now we are speaking not only about the Great British Pound, but we are speaking about the Euro. Euro is the national currency in most of the countries of the European Union. We don't need to forget about the Swiss franc, which is the national currency in the Switzerland. And of course, we need to remember about other currencies of the European Union. And of course, the main key point what is going to be if the UK will leave the European Union. This will be the how to avoid the return of the physical border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of the Ireland, when it becomes the frontier between the UK and the EU. This is currently right now the biggest question in that deal. Everybody is deciding what to do, and of course a lot of people wants to come to the agreement, but the interests are so splitted, so to come to that agreement is quite hard for everybody. Nobody wants to negotiate and to accept these terms and conditions which they don't like. So this is the main what is happening right now. What was happening in the past, if we're speaking about the voting? So there was two votes already when the members of the parliament was voting about the withdrawal agreement. So one of them was on the 15th of January, and it was rejected. It was rejected by the 60% of the members of the parliament. The second voting was on the 12th of March, and it was rejected again. So what does it give to us? That currently right now, they are deciding if they are going to vote tomorrow, because tomorrow it will be the voting if they are going to accept the May's deal for the third time. And this is the key point, if the Brexit will be or if the Brexit will be postponed. So currently right now we have 2 dates when the Brexit is possible. So first of the day is 12th of April, second of the day is 22nd of the May. So it will be decided today if there will be that kind of the voting. If it will be, then voting will be tomorrow. What does it give to us as a traders? It gives us the wonderful opportunity when we can trade on Great British Pound and all the currency pairs with that, when we can trade on European indexes, when we can trade on European stocks, and when we can achieve this wonderful result of the profits. So what people are thinking about the Brexit in short, and if we're speaking just in the simple words, then we need to understand that basically United Kingdom is split for two parts. One of the part wants to get out of the Union because of the different reasons. I will mention the reason later. And the second part wants to be in the European Union. Why so? There are a lot of advantages and disadvantages to be in the Union and to be out of the Union. So mostly a lot of people are afraid if they will be out of the European Union, they won't be able to travel. It will be needed all the visas to go to the different countries of the Europe, and there will be the border. So this is the main reason why they want to stay in the European Union. But on the opposite side, while they are on the European Union, they need to pay a lot of taxes and a lot of fees to the European Union. And of course, this is quite hard for that country. So they don't want to pay it to the European Union. They want to leave this money to them. This is what is happening right now in the UK. So we went over the history a little bit. And right now we need to understand what is happening tomorrow and how it is going to affect the trading. Because here we are not for the speaking about the Brexit. Here we're for the main reason, our main reason here is to understand which direction to trade, which assets to trade, and what will be our key to success, if I can tell it like that. So, of course, later we will come to the trading account. I will tell you what you should, on what exactly you should pay the attention. So we will come over all these assets which I opened currently right now. And of course, we will come also over the tradingview.com. There are good charts, and I already made you a very good favor. I already draw the support and resistance lines, and this will be your key to success. You will understand where you need to enter the market and how much you can make on every direction. So currently right now, we are planning to understand what are main benefits and what are the disadvantages of everything what is happening right now around the UK. First of all, we need to understand that Brexit, this is something which is happening already for 2 years. If we scroll down, if we change, for example, here the chart for one day, and if we just go back in the past for the 2016, this was the year when actually they decided to get out of the of the European Union. And if we check what was happening that day on the chart, you will understand that this was very good point, and it was 23rd of June. So if we check the 23rd of June, you already see that big candle. Understand that if you would know about that opportunity 2 years ago, when UK decided to make the Brexit, when they made this referendum, you see that the price where the pound was trading, it was approximately here, and you see that this was the level 1.48. During one day, the price dropped till that level. It means that the price dropped for almost 1,700 points. And after that, it went a little bit for the recovery, and the price closed here. So it was 1.36. For 1 point difference, you could make for 1 point difference, you could make 10 pounds. You see that here the main currency in that currency pair is Great British Pound. That's why we need to calculate everything in the Great British Pounds. For us as a traders, we need to know the pure maths and the calculations so to understand where is our profits. First of all, you can see that the pound was trading approximately at that range. After the referendum was happened, you see that the Great British Pound dropped a lot, and it never came to the levels when it was traded before. You see that right now the pound is trading very lower when it was before that. If we just make the calculations, if you would open the position here for one lot, this is for the traders who has their accounts in lots. For the traders who has their account in the amounts, this is 100,000. So if you would open that trade for 100,000 amount contracts, or you would open for one lot, and after one day you would close this position, at least here, you see that the difference is 1,200 points. You can calculate this amount by 10, just multiply this amount by 10, and you receive the amount, how much actually you will be able to make. For one lot, you would be able to make 12,000 only within one day. Right now, you need just to calculate how much actually money you will be needed to open this position. If we go to the maxitrade.com, to our platform, and for example, we open the position, here I opened for 5 million, but this is equal of 50 lots, but for example, we will open the position for 100,000. We enter Great British Pound and USD, this currency pair, and for example, we are changing not for 50,000, but we are changing that amount for the 100,000. 100,000, as I said, it is one lot. So you see that for you to open one lot position, you need to have only $659 into your account. This is the amount what will go to the margin. Plus, you can calculate how much will go to the spread. That approximately to the spread will go some $70. This is just rough calculation. It means that you need to have approximately $750 into your account in that period to make 12,000. Right now, you can just answer to the question, just answer to yourself. What if you would have more funds into your account? Just how much money you could make in that moment? Exactly, you could make 2 times more, 3 times more, even more. This is everything up to you. And you need to understand that this is not only what was happening in the past, and it will never ever happening again. If you see what is happening currently right now with the pound, you can understand that the pound is quite jumping, if I can say so. You see that, for example, here, after a couple of days, the pound was dropping even more. And after that, it was quite stable. But if we check the dates when there actually was making all the voting was made, and you see that the vote was made, for example, one of the very important votes was made on the 12th of September, 12th of March. If you check the chart, what was happening on 12th of March, then you will see 12th of March is here, right? 12th of March. So you see what was happening. There was 3 different votings 3 times in a row. So 12th of March, you see where is 12th of March? 12th of March is that candle. So this is the 12th of March, this candle. You see what was happening. So they was voting after the decision was made, and everybody knows what was happening. You see what was happened in the market. The price changed from 1.29 till 1. How much? 1.31. This is 200 points different. 200 points difference. This is $2,000. $2,000 if you start with the regular 700 into your account. After that, it was the second vote, and you see that this big shadow. It means that the price went straight up, and after they decided that this option will be rejected, you see that it dropped. You see that the difference within 1 day was from 1.32. It dropped. That the lowest point was here. It was 1.30. 1.30 and 1.32. So this is also 200. Sorry, I think even more. Yeah, 1.32, and here is 1.30. Yeah, this is 200 points drop more. So it means that the next day you can make 2,000 more. And the next day was the 13th of the March. So this was the last voting before that day, and you see the price was here and the price ended here. For 1 day only, here you can make the $3,000. Sorry, pounds, 3,000 pounds. And right now you can calculate 12th of the March, $2,000 in pounds in the profits. 13th of the March, the same 2,000 pounds in the profits. 13th of the March, 3,000 pounds in the, of profits. Overall, for 3 days, you could make 2 plus 2 plus 3. It is 7,000 pounds in profits. And if we take in account that you could start only with the minimum, and the minimum, as you can check here, is that amount plus P&L. So approximately 700, 750. But of course, we are here to make the money. We are here to make the profits. We are here to trade on the events. This is one of the biggest tools what every trader should use. Traders should use the news and to know how to trade on them correctly. For example, into your account is 7,000, which is much more convenient for you to trade, and of course this is more comfortable for you to trade. For one position, here is the same. You can just multiply that amount by 10. It means not 7,000 profits, but 70,000 in the profits. This is only one instrument. This is only one asset. This is Great British Pound and USD. I believe that your financial analyst was saying to you very important thing, that in everyday tradings, you need to split your risks. I believe you know this for 100% sure. And what does it give to us? It gives to us that never ever trade on one asset. This is not good. This is too big risk for everybody. That's why you need to understand that the more assets you're trading, the less risks you have, and of course you have a bigger amount of the profit. So right now, just imagine if you would have 10,000 into your account, this is just a comparable amount for every trader, and you will be able to open not only one position on the Great British Pound and USD, but you would be able to open one position on the Pound USD, one position on the Pound and Canadian dollar, one position on the Euro and Pound, one position on the Pound and Swiss franc, and so on and so on. In that case, you would be able to split the risks and you would be able to make even more profits. What does it give to you? This gives to you wonderful opportunities, just wonderful opportunities where to make the money. And I believe that everybody who is listening to this webinar is here to learn and to understand the right moments where you should enter the market. So currently right now we will be speaking with you not only about Great British Pound, but we will just move forward and we will speak with you a little bit about the different companies and how they will be affected if the Brexit will happen. We will start with the company who I believe you know, everybody knows it. This is the auto machine producing company Nissan Automotive. I believe you know that company. So what was happening with because of the Brexit? So because of the Brexit, you know that first of all, they already delayed some investments in their plant, and they are planning to close their factory in the UK and to move it back in the Europe. Why so? If the Brexit will happen, we are speaking right now about the hard Brexit. If it will happen, it means that straight away there will be the borders, there will be the custom unions. It won't be good for every company to have their manufacturers in the UK and to deliver their products in the European Union, because it will be everything. They should be paying the additional taxes and additional customs. So here, one of the traders was writing to me that doesn't have sound. So sound should be for everybody. Just please write me plus plus if you hear me. Sound should be. It means that sound is, and this client just needs to check their microphone. So microphone should be working fine. So we were speaking with you about the companies and how they will be affected due to this event. So we were speaking about the Nissan, that it delayed some investments in the UK and in that country. So another company is Deloitte. Deloitte is one of the big four audit companies in the world. And right now, they are saying that they will be making less import than the ability of bringing workers with the diverse skills to the UK. What does it give to the Deloitte? It means that Deloitte will try to focus on the European Union. They won't have offices in the UK, or they will have it in the less amount. What does it give to us? It gives to us understanding that big companies doesn't want Brexit to be happen. It is not profitable for them. If we go next, then Visa. You know that Visa is one of the biggest payment companies who are producing payment and credit cards. And you see that Visa also is not happy with everything what is happening. Why so? They considered to cut positions in the UK in favor of a relocation in the European continent. It means that if the Brexit will happen, Visa will cut their jobs and they will try to focus on the European Union. It means that a lot of people will lose their jobs in the UK. How do you think what is going to happen with the pound? it is going to go down, it is going to drop. What is going to happen with the visa itself? Most probably their shares will be affected also, because they will be needed to find the new workers in the Europe. They will be forced to find the new offices in the Europe. They will be forced to spend more funds than it was before. So of course, this will be not so good for the companies, especially right now when it is the earnings season is very soon. If we moving forward, Barclays, one of the banking and financial services, they left the crisis mode despite the large fall in banks' share prices after Brexit vote. What does it mean? It means that the Barclays shares are dropping as well. The next bank is HSBC, the same. They are ruled out moving from the London office, even though it was considered an optional initially. The same, their shares will be affected. The same is with the Siemens. The Siemens are not planning to make any investments, and they are right now in the process to replan the strategy where they are planning to locate their office. The same is with the other companies, and these companies are not only technical companies, these are not only manufacturing companies, and this is not only bank. This event will affect the telecommunications, the professional services, insurance companies, retails, airline companies, bankings, and other companies. How it is going to affect? First of all, when the Brexit was happened, the pound was dropped for 31 years low level. Can you even imagine? So 31 year, it was the lowest price of the pound. What does it give to the traders? It gives a lot of wonderful opportunities, as I said before. And we need to take all these opportunities, of course, to use and to make our profits on that. Also, we need to understand where the pound will be moving right now and what we should do. First of all, I believe that this will be quite useful information for everybody of you, and you can just write down the directions right now, and of course you need to check them to understand where to enter the market. First of all, a lot of people don't realize how it is important to trade on Brexit. And as we was looking the charts, then you can definitely see that pound is quite jumping. This is the chart of 1 day. If we change the chart, let's say for 1 hour, then you will understand that for 1 day, it is jumping even more. For example, here, 11th of March. Do you see how big was movements? After that, it dropped up, dropped down. After that, it went up. These are wonderful opportunities for everybody. And right now, the main is that we need to understand whether the May's deal will be accepted or it will be not accepted. The main idea is that the people was voting, not the people, but the members of the parliament was voting about the hard Brexit, which is the no-deal Brexit. What does it mean? It means that the UK will leave the European Union without any deal. They will be kicked out at the 12th of April, and everything will be as it was without union. So straight away after that, they will have all the borders, they will have all the customs, they will have all the taxes should be paid. So in that case, pound will go down, it will drop one more time, and the movements might be the same as it was 2 years ago when I was showing them on the chart. Right now, they are planning to understand what is going to happen with the May's deal. Theresa May is offering their own deal, and for their own conditions. Right now, there will be the voting if the members of the parliament are going to support Theresa May in that deal. If they are going to accept this deal, it means that the pound will start gain its strength. And after that, then Theresa May will go to the European Union to speak about that new offer, and they will try to come to the conclusion. If they don't accept it, it means that the pound is going down, and it will be the delay. It means that they won't be getting out of the Union on 12th of the April, but this date will be postponed until they will come to the conclusion and everybody will be happy. Of course, it is quite hard to make every single person happy in that situation, but at least it should be the majority of people. Last weekends, couple days before, there was the huge parade in the London streets where people are almost shouting that they don't want Brexit to be happen. They was asking to have the second referendum and to vote again whether they want to leave the European Union or they want to stay here. So also there was the paper which was signed by 5 billion people that they want the second referendum. 5 billion people, for you to understand, this is 1/3 of the people who was voting on the first referendum. As I told you, that the eldest generation of the UK, they want to separate. They want to be independent. They want to live in the UK. They don't want to be in the European Union. They don't want to pay a lot of taxes to the European Union. The youngest generation, they are not really thinking about the money and about the politics. They are thinking about their convenience. Of course, they want to travel. They want to have different goods to be exported and imported. They want to move for the work to the different countries, and they want to get back easily. That's why a lot of young people, they are voting against Brexit. They want to have in the Union because this is just convenient for them. And a lot of workers who are working in the big companies, about which I was mentioned before, they also want to stay in the European Union. In the opposite way, they will just lose their jobs. And for 2 years, a lot of people grew up, a lot of new people can vote, and most probably this percentage will change. As I said before, 2 years ago, it was 52% against 48%. So you need to understand that this is almost half and a half. So right now, this percentage might be changed. Nobody knows how it will affect the market, what will be the decision made tomorrow. But we definitely know that this is going to affect the market. This is going to be the huge event for everybody. Why so? Because first of all, this is the first country in the world who decided to leave European Union. This is the history. Right now, this is something what will be definitely in the history. Nobody knows how to react on it. Even the currencies doesn't know how to react on it. And a lot of things should be supported and should be done in that moment. A lot of traders, they are thinking, not only traders, but investors, big investors, they are thinking where to invest their money. They have a lot of options. They don't know the right decision, but they are the people who are looking on the Brexit every day. First of all, if we're speaking about the Brexit, a lot of companies are planning to get out of the UK, and they're planning to make their offices in the Europe, in different countries on the Europe. So investors are thinking where to invest their big capitals, in which company needs support, and where they should take out of this money because it will be not profitable for them. The next thing is that after a couple days, the earnings season will be in their power. So couple days before, Nike was the first company which had their report released. So couple words about the earnings season. Earnings season, this is the moment, the period of 1 or 1.5 months, then all of the biggest companies are publishing their quarterly reports. It means that they are publishing their performance, how well they did starting from the January till that March, and they are making their forecast how they will be performing for the next 3 months. These numbers are saying us a lot as a traders, and the shares might grow for $5-10 for every company. This is round numbers, but even $1 change usually is starting from $10 changing for the traders. So $1 change from the company, trader can make, this is approximately 100 points. It means that the trader can make 1,000 if he is entering the market with the one lot. If the trader is entering the market with the biggest amount, he can make the biggest amount of the profits. So earnings season, this will be the period when more than 200 different companies will publish their reports. What does it mean? That means that the big traders and the big investors, they are thinking where to invest their capital. They have the opportunity to invest their capital in the pound, while pound is jumping a lot, and in different currency pairs with the pound, because currently right now it is more than 10. 6 of them are major currency pairs. They are thinking what is happening during the earnings season, where they should enter their money, where they should invest this money, what direction they should open, how they should trade, which companies will be good, which companies won't be good for the buying them, and you definitely need to take out this money. And of course, you can look at the Boeing. I believe that you know what is happening with the Boeing. So the airplane was crashed 2 weeks ago in the one of the African country. I think it was Ethiopia. And of course, the Boeing shares was dropped. They dropped a lot. And this was the good moment when traders could make their profits. So you see that right now, I would say that this is the best time when the traders can enter the market, and they need to understand what they are doing, of course, with the help of financial advisor. So you see that right now, for the next 1, 2, maybe 3 weeks, it will be a very, very good time for everybody, for every of you. So you can make profits. We are here for the making profits, and you need to understand what is happening overall, not only about the Brexit, but about all this situation. Right now, just to make you understand what will be happening next, I will tell you some dates on which you can just pay a little bit more attention to understand where the market will be especially active. So currently, right now, first of all, the main date on which we are focusing, this is tomorrow. If today they will decide that voting will happening, then tomorrow they are going to vote if accept the Theresa May's deal or reject it. What does it give to us? It gives to us the wonderful opportunity to trade tomorrow on all currency pairs with the pound. What is going to happen the next? The next, if the deal will be accepted 2 times before it was rejected, that if tomorrow it will be accepted, it means that Theresa May is going to the European Union Parliament to have the negotiations with that deal. This will be on the 18th of April. They will have the elections, and they will think what to do. Plus, we do not need to forget about the 22nd of May, when if the UK Parliament, the members of the Parliament of the UK, if they will approve the withdrawal agreement, which most probably will be done, but this is not 100% sure of the information because nobody knows. In that case, the new date for the UK departure from the bloc will be also postponed. And the last one is that the process of the voting will be until the 26th of May. If we want to speak about the dates and about the numbers, how many companies will be involved during the Brexit, and what will be the effect. Then I can just say a couple numbers for you to understand how this is important and that this is occupying not only pound, but this is occupying whole Europe. First of all, as I say, pound dropped for the lowest level since 31 years. The inflation changed for 1%. The output of the prices increased for the manufactured products for 2.6% already. For the transport equipment, it increased for 2.7%. For the food products, it increased for 1%. For the automotive industry, it increased for 10%. For the food and drinks industry, it increased for 20%. It means that everything will become more expensive in the country. They will have less free funds to spend. They will have their economy going slowly down, but it will be steady, slowly down. All the associations, as I said, also, they will have to think what to do, whether they are going to leave the UK and to move to the Europe, or they are going to accept these big changes. A lot of companies will be losing their funds, will be firing people from the jobs, and this is going to affect all the economy. If we're speaking about Airbus is one of the biggest airplane company which is located in the UK. They're going to lose 14,000 jobs. If we're speaking about Bank of America, 500 jobs will be lost. If we're speaking about Barclays Bank, they are going to lose $167 billion because of the Brexit. Credit Suisse, 250 jobs will be lost. Dyson, the company Dyson, they will be moving their office back to the Singapore. Honda will lose 3,500 jobs. HSBC Bank will be losing 200 jobs. Jaguar and Land Rover will be losing 4,500 jobs. JP Morgan will be losing 4,000 jobs. Lloyd's of London will be losing 150 billion of dollars. And other companies already will be losing jobs and money as well. That's why right now you have a lot of information. You know already what is going to happen. You know that it is going to happen. It is going to affect different instruments. And right now I'm just going to show you what are the support lines and what are the resistance line and what are the mirror lines for you, so you will know what is the best time for you to enter the market and what will be the best time for you to make the money. As I said before, go straight away after this webinar, write to your financial analysts, to your financial advisor about the special offer. This is going to just to help you to make this profits. This is something what is really good promotion, and I believe that you will definitely enjoy it. And right now we need just to check on the prices, and we need to understand what is happening right now. So here I was showing the different support and resistance line. Can you please write in the chat that you see the screen? This is quite important, and after that we will just continue to go over the prices and over the trading. Just please write ++ if you see the screen. Is very good. So Also, I missed the question, which was about the first webinar. Unfortunately, no, we are not recording the webinars. We have only the live session together with all other traders. And right now we can just move to the prices, so you will understand what is happening with the price and what is going to happen the next one. So here I drew a little bit of lines for you to help to understand the market better. And the first thing what I wanted just to show you that we need to change different time frames to understand if the lines are correct. First of all, we will start with the 4 hours. This is usually a good time frame for the traders who prefer long-term investments, who perform long-term trading. So as you can see, these levels are quite accurate. You can see that here, for example, the price bounced back a lot of time. Here was the same was here, and the same was in the different levels. If we change the time from 4 hours, we change it for 1 hour, it means that every candle represents 1 hour. You can see that the situation is the same. The levels are completely the same, but the chart is different. You see that everything is quite accurate here as well. If we go next, we change for 15 minutes, then you can see that in 15 minutes, it is also quite accurate here. And everything is very beautiful. Everything is very beautiful. That's why Great British Pound, to be honest, is quite easy to trade. You can just draw these lines and you will understand where the price will go and if it is good time to buy or to sell this asset. The next is if we make it from 15 minutes to 5 minutes, which is quite fast, you already can understand what is happening here, and you see that these levels are quite visible here as well. What is happening here in the middle? So you can see that approximately here will be the new level, and if we draw the chart, the line here as well, I will just do it together with you, then you can understand that here is quite good level to be. And also you can see that here is the level as well, because the price is just bouncing back and changing its direction. Later you can just a little bit change these levels according to the chart, but approximately this is here. What is happening here? Currently right now we are looking for the 5 minutes chart. If we make it bigger, you already can see what was happened here. The price went to that level. It tested this level and tried to went even more down, but it didn't happen, and the price bounced back and went up. It went up, it went to that level, it was bounced back and up. Here is the same, here is almost the same, and currently right now you see that the price is trying to grow. What does it give to us? It gives to us that this is the good time for us to buy, and we need to be very careful when the price will be at that level. On that level, there are two options. Either it will continue to go up, or it might continue to go down. There are two options, and you need to understand that this is very good time to enter the market. What does it give to us, and what do I mean with that? If you see that the price is very near that level, then just please check the chart carefully, and if you see that the next candle is closing to the different color, as for example it was here, just pretty simple. You see that it was dropping, it dropped quite a lot from 1.32, it dropped to 1.41. Here is 31.6, here is 32.20. So it means that the price dropped for 40 points. 40 points, this is $400 for one lot. This is how easy it is. You see that the price went almost to that level, bounced back, and it's just going up. This was the good option for you where you can go up till that level for sure. And after that, you need to check and to see what is happening. It might go in more up or it might go down. If you see that it is moving approximately at this level, and after that you see that the price is going down, then this is the moment when you can close the position and receive your profits. Right now, most probably part of you will ask me, but what to do if I haven't managed to enter the market here, but I still want to trade. In your case, I'm just checking the 5-minute charts. We can change it to the bigger time frame later. But in that case, this will be the good opportunity for you to place the limit orders, which will be above this level and which will be under this level. What I mean with that? The limit orders, for those who doesn't know what is the limit order, this is just the reservation of the open position in the future. It means that one of the limit orders should be placed at this level plus 10%. So you just take 10% of that price, it will be approximately here, and here you can place that limit order for buy. What does it mean? It means that when the price will reach this level, your position will be opened automatically and it will be open for the buy. In that case, you can press the select the take profit, and take profit can be approximately here. This will be the level where the price can change its direction. Usually we're using 10% of the take profit, but of course this is up to you. Limit order for the buy can be reserved here, so it will be opened automatically here, and it can be closed here. In that case, you would be able to make, let me calculate how much. Here is 32.21, here is 32.01. So it means that 20 points different. 20 multiplied by 10, this is 200 pounds in profits on this option. If you see that the price is not changing this, is not going above this level, then definitely you can wait when the price will be here. And if you see that the price is testing this level, but it cannot go even higher, in that case, you can manually open the position for the sell at this level, and here it will be closing. In that situation, while the price is here, you can open only limit order for buy. It will be at this level, and you can order the next limit order, which will be for sell, and it will be approximately here, and it will continue to go down for here. Unfortunately, it is not possible for to see, but if it will reach that level, then here you can make the take profit level for the sell. How do place the limit orders? You need to go to the Max Trade Towers website, and for example, I was checking the Great British Pound USD chart, and you want to place the limit order on Great British Pound and USD. In that case, you press this button of limit orders. You decide, first of all, the direction. For example, we want to open the direction for the buy. After that, as I told you, here are the levels. Just remember these levels. You can even write them down. There is no problem with that. You can write them down, and you see that the price is approximately here. So for us to be in profits, we need to open limit order approximately at that level. This level is 1.3202. You just go back to the limit order. You decide what will be the amount for you. It can be 100,000, which is one lot. It can be 10 lots. It can be even more. It depends on you. After that, you enter here the price. For example, 1.32. What was next? It was 1.02. Okay. For example, 02. You open this, you reserve it, and you can enter the stop loss, and you can enter the take profit. For example, the take profit for me for that amount will be $100. $100, or I can put it not in the dollars, but I can put it in the rate. And then, as I said here, you just check the rate, what will be here. And approximately you take this one, and it will be 32.20 approximately. It will be 18 points up, multiplied by 10. This is 180 pounds in the profits. Why I'm calculating in the pounds? Because pounds is the first currency pair. So the profits we're calculating by the asset which is coming first. And here we can just enter that it will be 1.32 and it will be 19 or it will be 20. It doesn't matter. So I can see, yeah, it will be approximately that amount as I said. And I press save. When it is saved, you see that it is here in the limit orders. When the price will reach this level, you see that this is the market price and this is my order rate. When the market price will reach that level, the position will be opened automatically for you, and this limit order will be transferred to the open positions, and you already see what is the take profit level. If the position will reach the take profit level, the position will be closed and you will be able to see it in the closed positions. The same we can make with the position which is with the limit order which is for sell. As I said, it can be here approximately. It will be 31.61. So we go one more time to the limit order. Right now it will be for sale. It will be 100,000. We are entering the amount which is 31 approximately 60. Okay, 31.60. This will be the order when I want to open it. I can change it to amount or to rate, and I can see that it can be closed approximately here. So it is 41.45, and I entered this price here. It is 1.3145, and I press save. Currently, right now, what do we have? We have that situation that we have two limit orders. One is for buy, which is above, and the one is for sell, which is below that. When one of them will be opened, you definitely need to close the different one. For example, for the buy order was opened, it was transferred to the open. In that case, you definitely need to go to the limit order and to press delete button of the different order. In that case, it will be safe for you. The levels currently right now, what I suggest you to trade and what I suggest you to check. First of all, when I was saying that rates, you definitely need to check the take profit level, and I would definitely suggest you not to take the biggest one, but to take the one which is the most likely to happen. When you place here and go to the amount, you see here the minimum, what can be done by the system. So if you enter here, not 170, but you will enter, for example, 70, there is bigger possibility that the price will reach this level quite fast, and you will receive that kind of the profits. And after that, you just set TP, and you see that here is the rate, and here is the amount in the money. This is if we're speaking about Great British Pound and USD. So these are the levels. Later, you definitely can ask your financial advisor to provide you these levels. And this will be the good opportunity for you when you definitely know when you can enter the market and what will be the direction. So I would definitely suggest you to ask your financial advisors about this. The next, we can not only check the Great British Pound and USD, we can check other currency pairs as well. For example, it will be Euro, Great British Pound. And if we check the Euro Great British Pound, here we can see the levels as well. If you see the levels, so what was happened here? You see that this is 5-minute charts, and this line was drawn even before the webinar started. You see what was happening here. This is 5-minute charts. I want just to point out that you see that the price went here, it bounced back and it went down. Currently, right now, the same situation. Here, we are just waiting till the price will reach that level, or the price will reach this level. And after that, we can place the limit orders. Here, we can place limit order for sell, and approximately here, it will be closing by the take profit. A little bit above this level here, we can place it for buy, and here it will be the take profit level. Same we can make with the Great British Pound and Canadian dollar. Great British Pound and Canadian dollar. So you see the same picture. This is quite important level for this currency pair. It was even here you see that the price was every time around this level, and it was trying to test this level. And what do you see here? Here we see one level more, so we can just add the rate here. So you can see that this is approximately the level when the price is bouncing a couple times. And here you see what is happening. You need to wait when the price will reach that level or that level. Here you can open for the buy limit order. Here you can open for the sell. And the last one, what I wanted to show you, this will be Great British Pound and Swiss franc. Great British Pound and Swiss franc. So you see almost the same picture. We can draw one more level here. You see how the price is jumping around this level, and you see what is happening here. So with this, actually, this is the reason why I'm saying that we definitely need to make our take profits a little bit higher than the level, because the price cannot reach that level that it is almost reached. That's why it will be good if you can use the 10% of the take profit. There is more higher possibility that you will have this money into your account and everything will work out quite perfectly for you. Right now, I believe that first of all, this information was helpful for you, and I just wanted to make the quick summary about everything what was discussed today, and one more time to tell you about the directions and about the levels. First of all, today we touched a little bit the history of the Brexit itself. We checked the history, we checked the offers, and we checked how can be done the process in the future. So what are the options and what will be the solutions for that? We checked on the history how the price was changing during their voting. We know that most likely tomorrow will be one more vote about the May's deal. It means that tomorrow the pound will be especially active. We were speaking about other indexes and other companies, how they are going to be affected during that event. We were speaking about big companies such Nissan, Siemens, different banks as Barclays, HSBC, Bank of America, and so on and so on. You know what is going to happen with that. I was showing you how to press the limit orders, where are the lines, and where you can actually enter the market to be more professional, to be in the profits in the end. Because of course, everybody wants to see how their traders are making money here, how they are making their dreams come true. And we are here to help you out in that. And of course, I was telling you the currency pairs on which you need to pay attention. One more time, this is the Great British Pound and USD. This is Great British Pound and Canadian dollar, Great British Pound and Swiss franc, which is CHF, Euro, and Great British Pound. These four currency pairs, this is almost a must for everybody to be traded, for everybody who wants to make profits. Don't miss the April, the end of the March. It should be very active on the market. Don't miss the April. It will be the earnings season. and don't miss the Brexit overall. So just try to stay in touch, try to every time to be updated. If you don't have time to every time just to read news by yourself, just ask your financial advisor what he knows, what he thinks about it. Ask him to update you about that. And this will help you. Also, I was opening a couple positions today before the webinar, so you already see the results. When we started the webinar, overall it was 70,000. You see that all directions are going quite good. You see that for pound currently right now is dropping overall. Everywhere pound is on the first place and it is for sell. Where the pound is on the second place, it is for buy. Also, I opened one index. It is European Index FTSE. You see already the result that FTSE is growing for now. You see where I mentioned to enter the market and how well it went down. All displays trades was based on these levels. This is quite good tool to trade. I believe that right now you will know about it and you will ask your financial advisors about that. So it was a pleasure for me to lead this webinar for you. I really hope that it was useful for you, for all of you. I believe that you understood how it is important for everybody to trade on Brexit. I really believe that you will trade on Brexit. You will not just miss that wonderful opportunity. And I do believe that you understood about which amount of the funds we're speaking right now. For you to have some good profits, you can start even with the $1,000. You will be already in the profits if you will do everything correct. If you want to have some good profits, if you want to make profits bigger than into your work, if you're working somewhere, then you can definitely think about the capital of 10,000. With the 10,000, you will be able to place some 10 positions on the pound, each for one lot. As I showed you, within one day, you can make up to 2,000–3,000 per one position. So you can just calculate how much you can make. Even if the price will be not so accurate, the entry rate will be not so accurate, you still will be making that profits and it will be comfortable for you to trade. You won't be trading only on the currency pairs and only on the Great British Pound, but you will be able to touch a little bit the earnings season. If you are really interested in trading stocks and indexes, then you definitely need to think about the capital of 30,000. 30,000 will be a good amount to start. In that way, you will be able to touch not only currency pairs, but you will be able to touch indexes and to touch a little bit stocks as well, and just to make the smart investment in smart, right assets in the correct decision. Just to sum up, right now we have only one small topic left. This is the questions and answers. If you have some questions to me, maybe something was a little bit difficult for you and you didn't understood. Maybe you wanted just to precise something. So just feel free to ask me in the chat the questions. I will be really happy to answer on them. Don't be shy. This is the good opportunity for you to ask something. I will give you some minutes for your questions and I will just get back to you after a couple minutes when here will be some questions. Thank you very much.